Ah, it feels great to be back in the salty, humid air. This week we're gonna tackle some more boat chores. We're gonna work on the tender, drop it in the water, make sure that's all running, and we're gonna test out some new toys that we haven't shown off yet, because we are bound and determined to get outside of this marina.
Now, before we dive in, I want to be honest with you about where things stand. We are back because there is progress being made towards a solution, and we're hopeful. But I also want to be completely transparent. We are not back because the boat is fixed or because we're preparing to leave. We are back because this is our home. And all boats need love and attention even when they're not crossing oceans or sailing. So while we work towards a solution with HH, we will be doing what all boat owners do, which is doing regular maintenance and making sure that our home stays in good condition.
First thing I'm gonna do is unplug from shore power. Batteries don't like to stay at 100% all the time, so even though I have my inverter set to only put like 4 amps in from shore power, our batteries have stayed between 80 and 100% while we're gone. And I'm gonna turn this off, let it cycle down to about 30%, which on this boat will take a couple of days. This is sort of like eating your dessert before your vegetables. We're gonna start with the toys. That's what Nikki wants.
Get it ready.
Ooh.
I thought I had the handle and I didn't. Wasn't intentional. Yet, very excited about this.
And carbon fiber airplane.
So you can fly. Sit in here, right?
Wait. I feel like this is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Dun dun dun! What's inside case number 1?
Oh, well, let's see. We've got, a lithium battery and a remote control. What can that be for? I don't know, Bob. Tell them what they get.
I think that's 2 different game shows.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was just making something up. Anyway, yeah. Well,
No deal! 23.
all right. If it isn't obvious yet, we got ourselves some foil boards. And they're not just electric. They can also be just regular foil boards. Because we got plans. We got adventurous plans. I got goals. Goals set for myself.
So while that's all charging, it's time to change clothes. Because this next job could be a dirty one. Pretty creative, right? Did it work?
All right, Mr. Jazz Hands, explain to us what's going on with the tender.
I came out here a little bit ago and I noticed that the tiller isn't moving the bucket down here that controls our steering. I sent ZeroJet warranty support a message and they got back to me and said most likely it's the steering cable. So they gave me the exact instructions on how to disassemble it from the tiller so we don't damage any parts, and I can just see if that cable has friction or if the cable is free, and we'll see, one step at a time. Okay, in case you don't know, ZeroJet is the propulsion for our tender. The tender is an OC, the motor is ZeroJet. And we've only had 2 issues. Well, this is now our 2nd issue. Our original boat was a demo model, a prototype, and they had put a temperature sensor inside of a black box that, unfortunately, here in the tropics, it gets really hot, and that temperature sensor would get too hot and it would shut down the motor. They came and fixed that for us, and we never had the issue again. Their customer service has been really great. I don't think we've gone more than 24, 48 hours probably with a response whenever we have an issue or a question.
Almost always within 24 hours though, yeah.
They sent me videos of exactly what they want me to do. It looks really easy. Fingers crossed. It is really easy for a non-professional.
Yeah. Just don't drop anything.
I know.
Oh.
I don't know if the screwdriver floats. It's
But
really
just
nice.
go
It might.
inside the
Okay,
boat.
sorry. I don't know if you can hear that in the camera, but
No.
there was a pin that was upside down. So when I took that cotter pin out, it goes, shoop! And I was like, but it fell right into like the underneath part of that steering bucket. So
Instead of
it's, yeah.
in the drink.
Well, clearly we can now see that it is not the bucket that is the problem, it is this cable here. The interesting part is when I told them the issue, I said, look, we've been at this marina for 7 months. I've only used the tender a couple of times, and I probably haven't used it in 4 months. So it kind of makes sense that maybe something seized up, and they said, no, that's not acceptable. It shouldn't seize up. We need to find out exactly what happened. So I am sending them videos of everything, and they said, we want to use this as an opportunity to either change a part or find a remedy or to keep this from ever happening. And that is the thing I love. It's like, for any company, it's not the problem that's the problem, it's the support that you get when you have problems. Because it's a boat, there's always going to be problems. Or when you spend money on expensive tools and something goes wrong or something breaks, it's like, you want to have that warranty support, you want to have that customer support, and that's like, I think where good companies are made is in that customer support, and they've been very good to us. So then the next thing I have is just a wrench. You know what? In their video, they used a normal spanner. I think I'm gonna use something else. I'll be right back.
Oh, another tool, tool. You just want to get out all your tools.
More tools, ha ha ha. Ho 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 ho. Maybe this one? I guess maybe that's why they used a regular spanner, because it just needed one turn. Overkill.
Why use just a regular spanner when you can use a Benford 5000?
Yeah.
The Benford CO2 powered nail gun. Oh, yeah. This will shoot 1,000 8-penny nails galvanized in an hour.
It's like so 80s, 90s.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, or 90s. Definitely 90s. We're not that old.
So then I have just one more here. This will take a while.
Well, we can just admire the guts of the jet propulsion system there. So Jason's sitting here going on and on about how great his wrench is. And I'm like, I'm going to let him wax on for a second. So if I have to listen to it, I'm going to make you listen to it too. Boy with your toy, tell me what you were talking about there.
Not sponsored, I swear. This is just an amazing little piece of kit because I have 2 of these. They have no teeth, so it doesn't mar your nuts, and and it locks into place. It has like all these different spots where it can lock into place. So with 2 tools like this, one slightly larger and this one slightly smaller, it takes the place of like 30 or 40 different wrenches. So now I don't have to have like that big thing of just individual wrenches. I have them all in this. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, I got this down. They said it can handle 40 kilograms of pulling weight. So that's like most of my body weight. I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
Show your contraption there.
Let's see what I'm working with here. I got a shackle to a beaner to a...
Do you need a lashing?
A lashing. So this is gonna be my handle.
All right, good luck. Hey, there it goes. That might be enough.
Let's see. Now we're to center.
Yeah.
So it can go a little bit further, but maybe I should call Zero Jet.
Make sure.
Because what happens when I pull it out? Am I supposed to then push it back in? I don't think I can force it back in. So.
We'll double check, make sure you're doing the right thing. All right, while Jason checks in with Zero Jet, we will have a little chat about feeling stuck. Because if you would have told me this time last year that I would spend a majority of my year feeling stuck and in limbo, I would not have believed you. Last day at sea, these are our last hours at sea because you can see the Philippines are right next to us. But after the month plus that we spent at the factory in Cebu and then the last 7 months at this marina, well, let's just say it has been a challenging year. And I want to unpack that a little bit and tell you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp. Because I would love nothing more than to say that we have taken all of this in stride and with our chins up, but that would be a lie because it has been incredibly stressful and there's been so much time that we felt stuck in between a rock and a hard place, especially because our personal lives and our work are so intertwined and very public. And when one struggles, so does the other. And over the years, and honestly through therapy, we have learned that it's okay to not be okay. That if we are struggling with something, then that's when we know it's time to take a step back, take a breather, and just remind ourselves of what matters most. And that is part of why we decided to go to Belgium and then eventually Metz and home for the holidays, because those breaks allow us to come back with a fresh perspective and to face the challenges ahead. But if we still find ourselves struggling, then we are so happy to know that we have therapy available anytime from anywhere, because BetterHelp is fully online, which just makes therapy so much more convenient and comfortable. And it's the same quality that you would get from an in-office therapist, but with the ability to schedule live sessions by phone or video, and you can message your therapist anytime you want. And it's super easy to get started. You just head over to their website, you fill out a questionnaire, and they will match you to a therapist in as little as a couple of days. And if that first therapist isn't a perfect fit, no worries. They make it super easy to switch therapists anytime and for no additional fee. Okay, I guess we are done here. So if you are struggling or you are feeling stuck and you feel like you benefit from a therapy session, then head over to betterhelp.com/gonewiththewynns or click the link down in the description box below for 10% off your first month of therapy. Well, you fixed it so fast I couldn't even film it.
Pulled and pushed, and then now this is working. And clearly I just need to lube this tube. It's all stainless. Put a little lube the tube. Put a little CRC or some sort of lubricant that's anti-seizing, anti-rusting in there, and work it back and forth once we drop the tender, because I can only go halfway. But you can see that little bucket or deflector thingy is moving now.
Well, no, it's not, because it's not connected, but I can see that you can move the...
Well, how about I just finish the job and then show you?
Better idea.
Easy peasy. Now that it's all connected again, you can actually see the bucket moving. But that's what you get for sitting.
Not using your toys.
Boats, anything marine does not like to sit.
You gotta use it.
You gotta use it, exactly.
Use it or lose it.
Oh. It's gonna have a little resistance no matter what, because you don't want the steering to be all squirrely.
No.
I can't remember how firm it was, but maybe this is how it's supposed to be.
I think once we get full range.
Once you're moving, yeah, and you're going 20 knots, you don't want it to be like, that would be bad. Cool.
One more time, what was that?
It's a new dance. All the kids are doing it.
Okay, going down. It's working much better.
Yeah, feels right. One and done, baby. One and done.
Said probably never by us and a boat project.
Never.
Well, it doesn't look super calm out there. The wind just kicked up a little more than predicted. So I don't think we're gonna go out on the boards, even though their batteries are charged to the dinghies already. It's not bad out there, but for a couple of noobs, we could use a little bit calmer water. So I think we'll save that for tomorrow. Kind of stick with the chore list for today. So the next task is gonna be the water maker, because that's our shower down there. This is how we've been showering, because the water maker has not been recommissioned. It is pickled. Right now we need to unpickle it, because until the water maker is unpickled, we use the water hose and the marina water for showering and for doing dishes. So that's been our setup. Because when we leave, it's in storage mode. So you pickle the water maker, you store all the cushions so that they don't get all dirty and grungy, because the cockpit gets very wet. What else? I mean, we turn everything off. You know, you clean everything really well before you leave, and then you kind of reverse do everything whenever you get back. And we have to unpickle the water maker because we can't use the marina water because it is not potable water. They don't have potable water here. The only potable water you get is this. And trying to put these into the tank one by one is just, it's a big task. So the water maker is just the easiest, especially because, I mean, we are fully sufficient once we're on the boat. It means we can do laundry, we can wash our dishes, we can cook, we can clean, we can do all the things, and we don't have to lug around jugs of water. Not that big of a deal. We could do it, we could keep doing it, But if you're gonna be here for a while, then it's worth it to have the water maker. Oh, and island life in general, not having potable water is very common. Most of these islands do not. This is the only way that you get drinkable water. So very, very important item on the boat if you're gonna be sailing the islands is a water maker. You want a good, solid, reliable water maker. And thank goodness Shanker has been solid this entire time. We have not had any issues. I need wood to knock on, and there is like no wood in this boat, but anyway. It's a very, very difficult process.
I've only done it once before, and it was easy, so hopefully this time is easy as well.
Jason's always very good. He double checks the manual every time.
I've learned my lesson after 8 years of boating and 6 years of RVing. Always read the manual.
Double check.
Yes, otherwise, even if you don't, and you mess up, then your wife can just say, you should have read the manual. So at least this way, if I read the manual to get it wrong, at least I can be like, I read the manual. Okay, this is super simple. I've checked all the valves and everything. Basically, when I pickle it, I put it back to normal mode right after I'm done pickling it. So that way, when I come back to unpickle it, I just push a button. Automatic startup, boom. And that's it. It's just gonna be watching this, checking the exhaust, the water outlet,
wherever the water comes out.
Yeah, the water exhaust. I don't know what you call it. I'm obviously clearly not technical, but I'm gonna go look around and stuff. You don't need to follow me.
But then we wouldn't get this shot. Boat yoga.
I told you not to follow me. I've been going for ass shots.
But how are we gonna know what you're doing?
I'm just making sure the pump sounds okay and making sure the water's discharging, and that's really it. That's just pumping the pickled water out, so it's refreshing the system with fresh water. The fresh water we had already stored in the tank. So you do have to have some water in the tank. And then clearly we got lazy the other day. We washed the outside of the boat, but we did not wash the inside of the boat. So we need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's got me, it's just stopped. It's gonna have a little message for me to close the depressurization valve. This isn't a how-to. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. It doesn't matter.
I don't know, you're doing stuff, so I'm following you around.
Okay, that's it. Close the valve. I'll do a quick flush and it's done. It's ready to use. And this marina has most of the time very clean water. So I just go and I inspect, and when I see it's clear, I'll run it for an hour or two, and that'll top up our tank. And like Nikki was alluding to, there's 3 pain in the ass parts about...
It's just resources.
Yeah, living in remote areas. It's fuel, it's food, and it's water. So if you can alleviate the water by having a good water maker, that's like one thing off. The electric motor on our tender means we don't have to get gasoline. The hybrid motor on the big boat means we get less diesel. The only thing we have is food, which we are growing some of our own food, but I'll save that for later.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean...
Me, yeah.
I'm learning. Okay, cool.
Weather hasn't gotten any better, but Jason's decided he's going out anyway. We'll see how it goes for him, and if it's looking like it's all right, then maybe I'll give it a go too. But we're gonna let him be our guinea pig. How excited are you to give this a go?
Well, it was almost dead calm about an hour ago, and I thought, oh, this is perfect, but it took us an hour to get our swimsuits on, get the board set up, and now it looks like total crap. Oh my gosh, okay. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna give it a try. I haven't been in the water yet. I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay.
It might be a total fail.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
We won't judge you, but we will laugh
You'll
at
judge
you.
and laugh.
Yeah.
I know.
But we'll laugh with you, not at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
You don't have to use the big camera if you don't want to. I think I'm going to be able to get up. this isn't my first time on an E-foil, but these boards are way more performance-based, and while that means it'll take a bit more effort to learn, it'll be worth it. Because while I may not look like a pro yet, not even close.
Oh, he's such a character. Your balls are the best.
The goal is to do this.
Those are very challenging conditions to try to learn. Yeah, good luck. So this is our friend Victor, and we met him at a boat show a couple of years ago. He was in incredible shape, so we asked him what his workout routine was, and that's when he showed us this video. He said between the pumping and surfing, that's pretty much it. He doesn't really need to do anything else. We've been hooked on the idea ever since.
You make some good foil.
So now that we've got the boards, our goal is to get the skills and hopefully the muscles of Victor. Just gonna go all the way to the boat?
Yeah, might as well, I guess. It's a pretty clean marina.
Yeah. That entrance is sketchy.
Entrance is super sketchy.
I didn't get to film it because I had to take care of the boat.
It was cool though, riding the wave in, because I could feel like if we were actually surfing, it would be really nice. If I knew what I was doing enough to surf.
It would be really nice. Hey, figured it out.
Whew, got out of the water just in time. Wind is picking up.
Yeah, we knew that today was our only likely day because the predict wind is showing even more wind and possible rain for like the
Tonight, tomorrow, the next day. So.
Yeah, but then we're gonna get a break and it looks really nice and calm. So.
Oh man, the best laid plans. We had these ideas that I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna fly the drone, I'm gonna get all this like footage of me like out of the water and totally foiling and
no.
Nope, just wide camera, no long lens, just surviving.
Barely, actually. It was a lot more chopped than even what it looked like. From up here, you know, it just doesn't look like it's gonna be that bad. And it looked kind of mellow. But it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it's not really like small dinghy weather and certainly not foiling. I guess if you're really good at foiling, it would have been fine because then once you were up on the foil, it was good.
I'm kind of embarrassed that like the foil drive guys are probably gonna watch that video and they're gonna be like, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Oh man.
No.
Don't judge me.
No. As for us to end what's next, well, to be honest, we really don't know because until we have a solution, we don't have a direction. So we're just sort of embracing the stuck and
thanks for embracing the stuck with us, I guess.
We're gonna continue to sort of, I guess, just exist
we have
here
this
and
beautiful backyard
Yeah.
that we can explore, and we appreciate you sticking through it with us.
That's right. So until next time, we will
whatever that's gonna be.
we'll be right
see you
here.
next time.
Oh.